Michaelnagar Shikha Niketan Higher Secondary Government-sponsored co-ed English medium school has taken an excellent initiative of teaching and make our students learn day-to-day lessons through audio and video in our YouTube channel. Teachers of all the subjects are working hard to enhance these online classes in the midst of this pandemic situation. It is a request to all the teachers, students and guardians to click the bell icon and subscribe our channel.
So hello everyone, in my last video I have discussed the chapter current electricity, which was I have discussed only up to BOT, that means Board of Trade Unit. So today we will discuss power rating of the bulb. So what is power rating? Power rating tells us the rate at which it consumes electrical power. So you can notice that in the bulb or in any electrical gadgets, sometimes this is written that 60 watt to 20 volt. What is the meaning of this? It means that the bulb will working at its optimum efficiency at when it is kept at 220 voltage, and then the electrical power that is consumed by the bulb, that is 60 watt. So voltage in which it is kept, that is 220 volt, and the power consumed by the bulb, that is 60 watt. So I have two quantities in my hand, that is P and V. Now what is the relation with P and V? We know P is equal to VI. In my last video we have discussed all this, that P is equal to VI. Again another relation is P is equal to, if I replace I by V by R from Ohm's law, then we will get V square by R. So this is one relation, this is number 2 relation. So we can calculate basically two quantity from this rating, that is one is I current. So I is equal to what? I is equal to P by V. So the current of this bulb, that is I is equal to P by V. So I is 60 and V is 220. So current consumed 3, this is 11, current is ampere. So 3 by 11 ampere current is consumed by the bulb and is passing through the bulb, and you can convert it into decimal also. And the next quantity that we can calculate by this rating, that is resistance. So resistance, if P is equal to V square by R, then R will be V square by P, R is V square by P. These two mathematical relations are very important for your examination. This type of numericals are important basically. So R is equal to what? The rating, the resistance of the bulb is V square by P. P means 60. 6, this is 311. So this amount of ohm, this amount of resistance is in the bulb, is in the circuit of the bulb. So this is the basic example of power rating. Now I will show you one numerical problem. Problem based on power rating. An electric heater of power 900 watt has a resistance of 36 ohm. So basically in our hands there are two quantities, that is power 900 ohm given. Give a heading that the given quantities, only you have to write given, power 900 ohm and resistance R is equal to 36 ohm. 900 watt and resistance 36 ohm. Calculate the magnitude of current. You have to calculate I. So we know the relation that P is equal to VI, but I don't know V. So I have to replace V by IR from Ohm's law. V is equal to IR. So the relation becomes P is equal to I square R. This is the relation, P is equal to I square R. So I is equal to what? I square is equal to P by R, and I is equal to root over of P by R. P by R is the quantity of current. So, put the values 900, resistance 36, 6, 25. So, square root of 25 is plus minus 5, the current is always positive. So, this is only plus 5, you can write only 5 here. 5 ampere is the required amount of current of the heater, electric heater. Now, the next quantity, that is PD, that means potential difference at its ends, the potential difference of the heater. So, again the relation, that is P is equal to VI, we can use that P is equal to VI, because we already know P and we have already know R. So, V is equal to what? V is equal to P by I. So, P is equal to 900, I is equal to 5. So, 5 180 volt. So, in this way you have to proceed the numerical problems regarding power rating. Okay. Second numerical problem, an electrical device gives out 5760 joule of heat energy in 1 minute. When current flows through it at a potential difference of 24 volt, find the resistance of the device. Now, you can see that the power is not given here. The exact power is not given here. It is written that 5760 joule of heat energy in 1 minute is given out. So, you have to calculate power from this. So, power is equal to work divided by time. So, work is equal to 5760 joule and time 1 minute is 60 seconds. So, work per unit time is what? This is 96 amount of watt. The power consumed by the electrical device, that is 96 watt, and potential difference is given, PD, potential difference or voltage is given, that is 24 volt. Now, we know the relation of resistance, that P is equal to V square by R. This is the relation of resistance with power and voltage. So, R is equal to basically V square by P. The important relation, resistance is equal to always V square by P. So, R is equal to, from this V square, that means 24 into 24, and P is 96, 24, 4, 6. So, resistance of the electrical device is 6 ohm. So, this is the way you have to proceed the numerical problems. At first, just read the numerical problems properly, then find out what is in your hand and what is the relation of the quantity that is asked. Here, resistance is asked. So, you have to determine the relation of the unknown quantity with the known quantity and then put the values. That's all. Now, we will move to the next subunit of the chapter current electricity, that is electromagnetism. So, electromagnetism means what? Electric field and magnetic field. Whenever there is current passing through a conductor, a magnetic field is generated surrounding the conductor. So, this is Morstedt's experiment, and a magnetic compass is kept below the electric wire, and the electric is passing, the current is passing. This is the positive terminal of the battery, this is the negative terminal, and the current is passing from positive to negative terminal. So, the magnetic compass is kept here, and whenever there is current passing from the point X to Y, as the current is passing, at first there was no current passing, when the switch was off, there is no current, no current was passing through it, then there is no deflection of the magnetic needle. Magnetic needle was aligned to north-south position. When the current starts passing through the wire, the magnetic needle is deflected towards east-west position. So, Actually what is happening, whenever there is current passing through the conductor, there is a through the conductor or conducting wire, it produces magnetic field around it. And actually what is happening, this conducting wire is behaving like a magnet. So this is the main thing, the where is the magnetic field is generating, because the conducting wire is behaving like a magnet, that's why deflection of another magnetic needle is happening. So this deflection depends on two things. Number one, where is the magnetic needle kept? It is kept over the wire or it is kept below the wire. Or in this factor, the deflection of the magnetic needle depends on, and the next factor is the direction of flow of current through the conductor. Here the direction of flow of current from x to y. So the deflection is north pole is deflected towards east and south pole is deflected towards west. If the direction of the current is reversed, that means these two terminals are reversed, then the deflection of magnetic needle will also be reversed. So magnetic field acts at right angles to the direction of flow of currents. This is the whole experiment was discovered by Worsted. So we can conclude that whenever there is electric field, there is also magnetic field. Whenever there is current and current is passing through a conductor, there is a magnetic field generated. Now we will show what will be the direction of the current. Okay. Now we will discuss the direction of flow of current of the current passing conductor. Suppose this is the magnetic needle was kept in this position. The dotted position of the needle denotes the original position of the magnetic needle. Imagine the current is current conducting wire is here and a man is swimming over the conducting wire. He is swimming like this, that the current is entering within his feet, from his feet and leaving the wire with his head. In between, as the man is swimming, its right arm is here and left arm is here. Now the deflection due to the magnetic field, as the magnetic field is generated, there will be deflection of the magnetic needle. The magnetic needle will be deflected towards the left arm of this man. Magnetic needle means basically the north pole of the magnetic needle will deflected towards the left arm of the magnetic of the man, and this side is the direction of flow of current. So this is what is the statement? The statement of Ampere's swimming rule is, if a man is imaginated to be swimming along the wire, so this is the current conducting wire and current is flowing from his feet to head. Mind it, current is flowing from feet to head. The direction of flow of current with his face towards the needle, with his face towards the needle, from that means from with his face towards the needle of the compass, then the north pole of the compass will be deflected towards the left hand. That means the north pole is deflected toward this side and this side means left arm of this swimmer. This is basically the flow of current, and this is all about Ampere's swimming rule. You have to learn the statement properly because this is very important for your final examination. The drawing is not compulsory, you can draw it for better explanation, but you have to write the statement as it is written here, okay? And with this drawing you can draw the you can draw it. I will tell you that draw this and with the statement. This is the proper explanation of Ampere's swimming rule. This is another rule of finding the direction of deflection of magnetic needle, that is right hand grasp rule. Suppose I have taken a current right hand grasp rule, so I have taken conducting wire. If this is a conducting wire, then I have taken it the conducting wire like this way, just as the picture. So this is the conducting wire and current is flowing from the below to upper surface, the current is flowing. Then the wrapped fingers, my wrapped fingers denote the magnetic field. So if the current is flowing, direction of flow of current is along the thumb, the direction of flow of current is along my thumb, then the direction of magnetic field lines will be like this, like the wrapped fingers. So if this is the current conducting wire, then the direction of flow of, then the magnetic field lines will be like this. Along the conducting wire, magnetic fields are generated. So, magnetic fields means magnetic field lines are generated, okay, and it depends on the amount of current. Suppose 10 ampere current is passing, then the amount of field lines will be different if the amount of current is more. If there is 20 ampere of current, then magnetic field lines will be more. So, this is known as magnetic intensity. So, magnetic intensity depends on the amount of current that is passing through the conductor. So, here we have only discussed two rules. The first one was Ampere's swimming rule and the second one is right hand grasp rule. By this rule, we can find out the deflection of magnetic needle, or you can say the magnetic field lines. We can find out the direction of magnetic field lines by this way, but we will use this rule very frequently, okay. Right hand grasp rule is very important. We will now understand the nature of magnetic field lines of a current carrying loop. Suppose suppose a conducting wire, there is a conducting wire, it is bent in the form of a circle like this. So, this is a loop actually. The conducting wire is bent in the form of a circular loop, and this is the battery and the current is flowing from positive to negative side of the battery. So, here this is there is a cardboard, this is a cardboard and there are two holes made on the cardboard A and B, and the circular loop is passed through these holes. Now, we have kept some iron fillings over the cardboard. There was no electricity at first. When the electricity passes through the wire, electric current passes through the wire, we will see that the iron fillings will be oriented in a definite manner, will be arranged in a definite manner, and this definite manner is like concentric circles, just like this, and these concentric circles actually are the patterns of the iron fillings over the cardboard. So, this is we can see that there is a point where the magnetic field line is at right angle with the flow of current, okay. So, that particular point is actually the center of the magnetic loop. This is the diameter, this is the loop, and this is the diameter of the loop. Here is the center of the loop. At the center of the loop, the magnetic field is uniform. You can see that here the radius of the circle is less. As we move away from A, the radius is becoming larger. This is the first one, this is the second one, this is the third one. So, radius is becoming larger. So, magnetic intensity is not uniform in everywhere. In definite distance, after a definite distance, magnetic intensity is different. So, but here at the center, the magnetic intensity is definite, and this is parallel. The field line is straight. This is the parallel with the. This is actually at right angles with the flow of current. So, we can conclude from this experiment that magnetic field lines are circular in nature. They are like concentric circles. So, magnetic field lines basically circular always. As we move away from A to B, the radius of the circles are becoming large, or the circles are larger. At the center of the loop, the field line is straight. That means in every current conducting wire, those were bent in the form of loop. At the center of that loop, there is uniform magnetic intensity, and at the two sides where the holes were made, that means here the magnetic current is passing. This is this direction of magnetic field. You can notice that within the space of the loop, there is a particular direction of magnetic field that is from this way, because from right hand grasp rule you can this is the application of right hand grasp rule, that if the current conducting wire is like this, so this is the direction of magnetic field. So, magnetic field are in the same direction within the loop, okay. So, this is all about magnetic field. Whenever there is circular wire, this circular wire behaves like a magnet. I have told you that the current conducting wire itself behaves like a magnet. So, as it is behaving like a magnet, as the magnet has definite poles, north pole, south pole. So, likewise this conducting wire also must have definite poles. This is a magnet, it has definite pole, north pole, south pole. We have discussed that the current conducting wire behaves like a magnet. So, there must be magnetic poles. So, what is the direction of the magnetic pole? So, we will study the similarity between a magnetic pole and circular current. So, this is the conducting wire which is bent in a form of a loop. So, current is going from this side, current is entering from this side and current is leaving from this side. You can see that the current is flowing in the loop in which direction? In this direction. So, this is the clockwise direction. The current is flowing through the loop in clockwise direction. So, it gives us south pole. So, this is actually south pole. This is actually south pole of the polarity of this end is south and polarity of the opposite end will be north. So, this is the way to determine the polarity of current carrying wire. So, again we will discuss another thing, that when the current around the circular wire, look at the loop, the current is passing from this side to this side. That means current is passing like this way. This is actually anti-clockwise direction. Whenever the current is passing through the loop in anti-clockwise direction, that end is denoted by north pole. Okay. So, this is north pole and this is south pole of the current carrying wire. So, here we have discussed, today we are discussing only up to this. For the next part of the current electricity, follow our next video.
Thanks for watching. Leave a like and comment. Subscribe. And do share the video among your friends.